Hi everyone, Lokesh this side. Hope you guys are doing well and good. Today I'm excited to announce an interesting app that I built named Formulizer goes live. I want to start with a short story on why I built a Formulizer. So as a Salesforce admin and developer, I often face a lot of challenges when it comes to building and testing the formulas. So it all starts with the respective objects, and then you have to create a new formula field, and then you have to set the appropriate label. And then you have to pick the respective formula return type, and then you have to enter the formula here. If you want, you can select the um, fields and insert it over here, and you have to check the syntax. If something goes wrong, you have to fix that. And then you have to provide the description and help text, and if required, you want to take care of the blank field handling as well. So if everything is good, you have to provide the field level access for this formula field and add this field to the page layout, and finally validate the formula results on the fly in each record. So this involves a lot of time consuming process, right? And honestly, this inspired me to build the Formulizer, a tool to simplify your formula testing, which enables real-time evaluations against the records that are available in your Salesforce org, which obviously eliminates the unnecessary back and forth steps and saves ton of your time. So what exactly is Formulizer? Formulizer is a powerful Salesforce app that allows you to test and validate the formula directly against the records that are available in your org with no more repetitive steps like saving, deploying, and verifying the formulas. And Formulizer is designed for admins, developers, architects, consultants to streamline the formula testing process. And why Formulizer? Like I mentioned earlier, in the traditional formula testing process that involves a lot of multi-step things like creating the formulas, deploying them on the respective page layouts, and manually validating the results. And with a Formulizer, you can eliminate those challenges by effortlessly testing the formula results by getting the real-time feedback. How to use the Formulizer? It involves three steps. The first step is you have to install the Formulizer. Formulizer is a second generation managed package. And if you want to install that in your production or developer org, you can click the link over here. Or if you want to install it in one of your sandboxes, or you can click the link over here. And if the installation is successful, you can assign the permission set name Formulizer Access to the user whom you want to grant access to make use of this Formulizer. And the final step is you have to find the Formulizer tab in the Salesforce App Launcher to start testing your formula. Okay, so for demo purpose, I want to install this Formulizer in one of my developer edition orgs. Let me click the link over here, and as soon as I click this link, it's going to take me to the installation page. And as you can see, the Formulizer is not a part of Salesforce App Exchange Partner Program. And to install this, you have to check this checkbox and just click install. And if the installation is successful, all you have to do is go to your Salesforce org, and in the quick find search for permission set and search for the Formulizer permission set. Just click on this, just click manage assignments and assign the user whom you want to get access to this Formulizer. So in this case, I just assign myself to this permission set. So I'm just gonna skip this step. And the final thing is that go to the app launcher and just search for Formulizer. So there you go. So here is our Formulizer app where you can start testing your formulas. And I have provided the about formalizer as well, where you can see what is exactly the formalizer, what are the steps to formalize, and I've just provided a couple of formulas which you can make use of this for testing. So before I jump into how to test this formula, I want to highlight the key features that are supported by the formalizer. And for that, yep, so a quick disclaimer, Formulizer is not an official Salesforce.com product and it is currently offered as a beta feature. So why beta? Because the core functionality that Formulizer uses is the formula eval namespace, and that is currently in a beta. And once Salesforce promotes that to GA, Formulizer also will go GA. And I also provided the installation links for quick reference. Okay, so now let's take a look at the anatomy of Formulizer. So Formulizer consists of 6 different things. The first thing is that object pick list. As you can see in the Formulizer, there is a pick list called object where you can select the object. And this pick list value consists of both standard and custom objects that are queryable and customizable, meaning the objects that you're seeing in the object manager that will get displayed over here. And the next thing is the return type. The return type consists of string, integer, time, datetime, boolean, etc. And the next thing is that enter your formula, a placeholder where you can enter the formula. And just a quick note, the formula palette is bounded by the Salesforce formula character limit. That is, you can enter only 3,900 characters. That includes the space characters and the comments. And the next thing is that handle blank field values. So there is a checkbox provided if you want to handle the blank field values, and if you check this, it will be treated as a 0. If you uncheck this, it will be treated as blank. And the next is that it supports global variables as well. So the global variables like the user email, if you want to include this in formula, you can add this in the formula. And the sixth thing is that the result section. So once your formula is compiled successfully, you will get the results in the data table format. So there are few constraints regarding the formalizer. Formalizer respects object level and field level security, meaning like if the user who is using the formalizer, if they don't have access to the objects, formalizer is gonna throw the error. And same goes for field level security as well. And the next thing is that Formulizer processes and evaluates only 20 records per operation. The reason being is ensuring the efficient processing and the consistency. So let's say if you have more than 50 records on the objects that you are testing, and Formulizer will pick the first 20 records basis on the creator date in a descending order, and it will give you the results. And here are some known limitations. As of now, Formulizer doesn't support these global variables like the API, custom metadata, and the user role. And the next thing is that comments are not allowed in the Formulizer palette. Okay, so next let's take a look at how the Formulizer works. Yep. So here is a simple architecture explaining how the Formulizer works. So it all starts with a client side where the user can provide the object, return type, and the formula. And as soon as the user enters the details, the details will be sent to the controller where the Apex will take care of the evaluation, and it will send the response back to the client side with the formalized output. Okay, let's go and test the formalizer. Okay, so for testing purpose, let me pick the formulas that is being displayed here. So let me pick this formula. So what this does is it's going to determine the customer priority based on rating on account object. Let me pick the account object. Let me pick the string. Let me pick this one. Okay. So as soon as I click formalize, it's gonna show the results, and you will notice the record ID and the rating. The reason being is the rating is used in the formula. So whatever field that you're gonna reference it in the formula, that will be automatically queried and will get displayed over in the results. So in this case, it's rating. And as you can see, the formula response is no rating provided because there is no rating. And with the record which has rating, we can see the potential for upsell as the formula response as mentioned in the formula here. Okay, let's test the next formula, case object. So this is to calculate the response due date based on this formula on case object. Let me pick the case object. The formula return type is datetime. Let me paste the formula here. So as soon as I click formalize, you're going to notice the results. As I mentioned, there are certain fields that are mentioned here, like creator date and the priority. And priority and the credit will be automatically queried and will get displayed in the results. And ID field will be always there to indicate the record ID here. And here it's the formula response. And let's say if the user wants to use any of the global variables like the user dot name, and as soon as they click formalize, Okay, so it says the field name doesn't exist and check spelling. Okay, let me pick the first name. Okay, the reason being is the formula return type is I set it as date time, so I'll change it to string. Okay, so here you go. So 500 indicates the user record, sorry, the case record, and the formula response is the location because I put the user dot first name here. And I've also provided some sample formulas here, which you can use it for testing. Okay, so I want to pick this left of name 5 on account object, and okay, I'll leave it as string. Okay, as soon as I click for formalize, it's gonna give me the formula response if there are no errors, and name field is included in the formula, and it's gonna query that and start displaying the things for me. And let's say if I make any mistake and just click formalize, it's gonna show me the formula validation errors saying like syntax error extra, and you can correct it and you can just click formalize again to get the results. Let me show you one more formula and case object. So this is to indicate if the case priority is high or not. If it is high, then it will show 1. If it is not high, then it will show 0. Let me select the case object. Let me select the integer. Okay. You can see the priority field is being queried and the ID will get displayed over here and respective formula response. So this is how the formalizer works. Check this out and try Formulizer and share us your valuable feedback. Thank you.